What is dropshipping? Dropshipping is a type of business model which enables a company to operate without maintaining inventory, owning a warehouse to store their products, or even having to ship their products to their customers themselves. How it works is that the retailer partners up with a dropship supplier that manufactures and packages the products and ships them directly to the retailer's customer on retailer's behalf. In simple terms, this is how dropshipping works. The customer places an order for a product on retailer's online store. The retailer automatically or manually forwards the order and customer details to the dropship supplier. The dropship supplier packages the ships the order directly to the customer in the retailer's name.
Dropshipping. Did you know that the retail e-commerce market, including dropship stores, is pegged at 220 billion in the US alone? So now you're asking, what exactly is dropshipping and how are these jaw-dropping figures achievable? Dropshipping is essentially an arrangement between a dropshipper, that's you, and a manufacturer or a supplier. You create a storefront for showcasing or selling products while your manufacturer, merchant, or supplier agrees to fill orders. That's it. Yes, it's that simple. The dropshipping business has achieved 9 figures over the past few years because it is super convenient. Manufacturers and suppliers take care of product packaging, branding, warehousing, and everything else that goes into managing inventory. All you need to do is take care of the sales and watch the money flow in. Anyone can and should own a dropship store because it saves cash and maximizes your profit. It is a sure way to benefit from less hassle, and most importantly, it is location independent. You can manage and operate your store from anywhere in the world, all from your laptop or smartphone. The shopping mall era is coming to an end. Online sales are becoming the new norm. Don't miss out. Get started today.
The supply chain. Supply chain is a fancy term describing the path a product takes to go from conception through the manufacturing and finally into the hands of the customers. You simply need to understand the three most applicable players that makes up the dropshipping supply chain: manufacturers, wholesalers, and retailers. Manufacturers. Manufacturers create the product and the most do not sell directly to the public. Instead, they sell in bulk to wholesalers and retailers. Wholesalers. Wholesalers buy products in bulk from manufacturers, mark them up slightly, and then sell them to retailers for resale to the public. Retailers. A retailer is anyone who sells product directly to the public at the markup. If you run a business that fulfills your orders via dropshipping suppliers, you are a retailer. Dropshipping is a service, not a role. You will notice that dropshipper isn't one of the players listed in the supply chain. Why? Because any of the three, manufacturer, wholesaler, or retailer, can act as a dropshipper. If a manufacturer is willing to ship its product directly to your customer, it's dropshipping on your behalf. Similarly, a retail merchant can offer to dropship, although its pricing won't be competitive as wholesalers because it isn't buying directly from the manufacturer. Just because someone claims to be a dropshipper does not mean you are getting wholesale pricing. It simply means the company will ship products on your behalf. To get the best pricing, you want to make sure you are working directly with a legitimate wholesalers or manufacturer. Dropshipping in action, the order process. Now that you understand the players involved, let's take a look at how a drop-shipped order gets processed. To illustrate, we will follow an order placed with our theoretical store, Phone Outlet, an online merchant that specializes in the accessories for smartphones. Phone Outlet dropships all of its product directly from wholesale we call wholesale accessories. Here's a sample of how the entire ordering process might look. Step 1. Customer places an order with Phone Outlet. Mr. Allen needs a case for his new smartphone and places an order via Phone Outlet's online store. Once the order is approved, a few things happen. Phone outlet and Mr. Allen get an email confirmation of a new order that is automatically generated by store software. Mr. Allen's payment is captured during the checkout process and will be automatically deposited into phone outlet's bank account. Step 2. Phone accessories outlet places the order with its suppliers. This step is usually as simple as phone outlet forwarding the email order confirmation to sales representative at Wholesale Accessories. Wholesale Accessories has a phone outlet's credit card on file and will bill it for the wholesale price of the goods, including any shipping or processing fees. Step 3. Wholesale Accessories ships the order. Assuming that item is in stock and the wholesaler was able to successfully charge phone outlet's card, Wholesale Accessories will box up the order and ship it directly to the customer. Though the shipment comes from Wholesale Accessories, phone outlet's name and address will appear on written address label and its logo will appear on invoice and packing sleeve. Once the shipment has been finalized, Wholesale Accessories will email an invoice and tracking number to phone outlet. Step 4. Phone outlet alerts the customer of shipment. Once the tracking number is received, phone outlets will send the tracking information to the customer, likely using an email interface that's built into the online store interface. With the order shipped, the payment collected, and the customer notified, the order and the fulfillment process is complete. Phone outlet's profit is the difference between what it charged Mr. Allen and what it paid Wholesale Accessories. Dropshippers are invisible. Despite its critical role in the ordering and fulfillment process, the dropshipper is completely invisible to the end customer. When the package is received, only phone outlet's written address and logo will be on shipment. If Mr. Ellens receives a wrong case, he would contact phone outlet, which would then coordinate behind the scenes with wholesale accessories to get right items sent out. Advantages: less capital is required. With the dropshipping model, you don't have to purchase a product unless you already made the sale and have been paid by the customer. Without major upfront inventory investments, it's possible to start a successful dropshipping business with very little money. Easy to get started. Running an e-commerce business is much easier when you don't have to deal with physical products. With dropshipping, you don't have to worry about managing or paying for warehouse, packing and shipping your orders, tracking inventory of accounting reasons, handling returns and inbound shipments, continually ordering products and managing stock level. Low overhead. Because you don't have to deal with purchasing inventory or managing a warehouse, your overhead expenses are quite low. In fact, many successful dropshipping businesses are run from home office with a laptop for less than $100 per month. As you grow, these expenses will likely increase but will still be low compared to those of traditional brick and mortar businesses. Flexible location. A dropshipping business can be run from just about anywhere with an internet connection. As long as you can communicate with suppliers and customers easily, you can run and manage your business. Wide section of products. Because you don't have to pre-purchase the items you sell, you can offer an array of products to your potential customers. If supplier stocks an item, you can list it for sale on your website on additional cost. All these benefits make dropshipping a very attractive model to both beginning and established merchants. Unfortunately, dropshipping isn't all roses and rainbows. All this convenience and flexibility comes at a price. Disadvantages: low margins. Low margins are the biggest disadvantages to operating in highly competitive dropshipping function because it is so easy to get started and the overhead costs are so minimal. Many merchants will set up the shop and sell items at rock bottom prices in an attempt to grow revenue. They have invested so little in getting the business started so they can afford to operate on tiny margins. Inventory issues. If you stock all your own items, it's relatively simple to keep track on which items are in and out of stock. But when you are sourcing from multiple warehouses, which are also fulfilling orders for other merchants, inventory changes on the daily basis. While there are ways you can better sync your store's inventory with other suppliers, these solutions don't always work seamlessly, and suppliers don't always support the technology required. Shipping complexities. If you work with multiple suppliers, as most dropshippers do, the products of your website will be sourced through a number of different dropshippers. This complicates your shipping cost. Let's say a customer places an order for 3 items, all of which are available only from different suppliers. You will incur three separate shipping charges for sending each item to the customer, but it's probably not wise to pass this charge along the customer, as they will think you are glossy overcharging from shipping. And even if you did want to pass these charges along, automating these calculations can be difficult. Supplier errors. You have even been blamed for something that wasn't your fault, but you had to accept responsibilities for the mistake anyway. Even the best dropshipping suppliers make mistakes fulfilling orders, mistakes for which you have to take responsibilities and apologize. And mediocre and low quality suppliers will cause endless frustration with missing items, botched shipments, and low quality packing, which can damage your business's reputation.